Today we're going to be doing a little update on the Cobalt. Unfortunately, I did a very poor job of updating the car, the progress on the car, these last couple months, just because I had recently moved and I had the car completely as a roller. I didn't have the engine or transmission or anything in it when I moved, so I basically moved it all in pieces. And I assembled the car in this barn here. It has no power, no lights. It has concrete, thankfully, so it wasn't too bad to do, but it was basically I had to do it in the little time that I have, and it was going to be too much time to make the videos as I did it. I really wish I would have. I'm considering, depending on how I'm able to get maybe a better spot to work on this, a better shop, I'll consider taking stuff apart and putting it back on just to kind of walk you through some of the processes. Maybe some stuff as simple as charge pipes, intercooler, bumper, stuff like that, and then may go into like a turbo swap or a clutch or transmission or whatever. So unfortunately, I have the car pretty much, well, I guess it's fortunate, but unfortunately you didn't get to see all the stuff I had to go through to get it in the car. It really wasn't a lot. Some of the more finicky or time-consuming stuff was getting the mounts right for the F40 swap. They didn't quite just fall in, unfortunately. So that took a little bit of time, and I'd definitely like to show you guys what it took to get it to fit in here. But currently, so a little more overview, I got the car together probably a month ago, month and a half, and it started perfectly. I didn't have any problems. I didn't have any check engine lights, anything weird. The car just was really good right away. I guess it didn't have any boost, but I found out that the lower charge pipe where the, I guess where you can mount the mass airflow sensor if you need to, if you're doing the different boost control or external blow-off valve. I'm basically doing stock, so I don't use that, but there's a plate and then a couple screw holes, and apparently that they're not blind holes and they let vacuum through and boost. I did not recall that. It's a ZZP lower charge pipe. It's from my old car, so it wasn't like it was anything new from my old car. But anyway, I figured out that that was my vacuum leak. And then shortly after that, I lost rail pressure. It was actually driving down the road, just went into engine reduced power and I lost rail pressure. So basically all you get is your low pressure fuel, which is from the intake, and it's about 60 psi. And basically you just don't have any throttle. It would idle, but it would have no throttle. And so from there, I mean, I pulled over, figured it out. Well, I didn't figure it out. I just cycled the key. I guess we got someone coming by here. It's kind of the end of tillage season, but people are going when they can. Anyway, yeah, I lost rail pressure, cycled the key. I looked at, my connector up here. I didn't see anything weird, and then it just came back after I started driving a little bit. And then I parked it, and the next day I was going to drive it, and it would not start because obviously it doesn't have any rail pressure, so not firing the injectors. And that's what I've been fighting ever since. And at first I thought there was an issue with my LT1 high pressure fuel pump. I bought this from ZZP. It's hopefully to help my fueling. So I was a little concerned that it was something with that. But then I have a couple spare stock pumps. So I threw that on there, didn't make a difference. And I'm currently load testing the wires. Basically they're commanded from the ECU. So basically I take this connector off and then I check the resistance on both the wires, and they've been okay, and I wiggle them around and they don't change, but I only have 8 volts. So I need to just figure out if I need the full 12 volts. I'm assuming I do, that I have a voltage drop somewhere, but the resistance on the wires are okay, so I'm really not sure. Maybe I'll make a different video of diagnosing electrical issues once I know what I'm actually finding is okay or wrong. It's hard to determine exactly what need to be looking for, but I just know there's an issue. So other than that, the car is definitely drivable. I was very happy with the clutch engagement. I don't have any issues there, which is great. I don't have any weird noises. I was a little concerned about the axles. I guess there's been a problem with the drive shaft shop is the modified axle for the driver's side on an F40 swap. And there's been known issues of having interference with the actual knuckle inside. So when you go low speed turns, or if you add a passenger and it changes the angle of the suspension, which changes the angle of the axle, you get some clicking. And I have a friend of mine that has that issue, and I don't notice it yet, so hopefully that stays that way. And then I have the interior completely together. I got the stereo and all that stuff together, and it works. So I'm super happy about that. And the only thing I haven't done is I still have the stock front struts on. I haven't put on my my Coney struts that are installed in the stock strut housings, and then I have the YYZ Powell lowering springs version 7, I believe. I have those in the back, but I don't have them on the front yet. I just wanted to see what I was going to get for any axle issues, if I was, and I don't notice anything on the stock struts. So hopefully I can get those installed and still not have an issue, but I need to obviously get it running first. So I guess it's kind of dark. That's where I'm at with the car. It'd be really, really nice to get it at least running. I want to drive the car. I mean, it's first week in December, and there's not many days left that are going to be above freezing. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm getting somewhere, but it's not super definitive. It's hard to test because obviously these wires go straight from the ECU. So if the ECU is only commanding 8 volts instead of 12 or whatever it needs to be, then I have a problem with the ECU. The problem is I don't have another ECU. I mean, I can get one. It's just another $150 or whatever it is, and then you got to load the tune on that, which isn't, is okay, I guess. It's just more money. But yeah, that's the very broad overview of the car at the moment. So it's a bummer I didn't get it to really drive or really experience it this year, but next year should be a solid year. I'm hoping, but you never know. So that's where I'm at. If you want to see anything specific, let me know, and then I'll try to think of it'll depend a lot about where I can have this car. I mean, I can't really, this is not the ideal conditions in here to really take stuff apart just to make videos. I'd like to do it. I mean, I'm willing to do it, but I need a better shop to do that at the moment. So for now, hopefully I'll get this issue figured out and get it running and get it driving at least a little bit, and then maybe dive into that sometime next year, spring, summer. We'll see where that goes, but that's where we are with the project. It's so close. It's like at 98% done the last 2 months, and it's just been a struggle. Combination of trying to figure it out and also just my work scheduling. I'm working all the time. So thanks for being patient, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.